Here with more. California Republican gubernatorial candidate Steve Hilton. I don't know what to make of it. I mean, in all honesty, I did at one point have a good relationship with Gavin, then it gets hostile. And we actually had a really good exchange over Charlie Kirk. I can disclose that part. And then this happens, you know, on Saturday. What is going on out there?
Well, I just don't know, Sean. He's turned into this ridiculous fool, this puffed up buffoon of a governor now with these pathetic, juvenile posts on X trolling the president, his increasingly bizarre hand gestures all the time. Meanwhile, as you say, nothing is being done to solve the problems that they created. I could add to your list of everything going wrong in California. Right now in California, we have the highest unemployment rate in America. We have the highest poverty rate in America, the highest costs for everything that matters. Electricity, gas, housing, rent, everything is a disaster. We got the worst business climate, all because of their far-left ideological crusades, including on climate, that's making everything so expensive. What's he doing about any of that? Absolutely nothing. And in many ways, you could say is probably just as well that he's not doing his job as governor, because when he is doing his job, he just makes everything worse. Look, we need a change in California. That's why I'm running for governor on all those issues. We've got to focus on making life better for working class Californians, for small businesses. I used to be a small business owner. They're being crushed by these policies. And when you talk about crime and the border and the sanctuary state policies, we need a governor that is going to enforce the law and work with the president and the administration to enforce the law as well and turn things around. We can't let California continue to slide into decay and decline like this.
Is there a number, how many billions of dollars are spent on services? And that would be Medi-Cal, I believe you call it, your state medical care, yes. And schools and law enforcement, et cetera. Any numbers, any estimates about how much the state is spending on illegal immigrants based on the sanctuary state policy that they have?
Yeah, I mean, you can certainly identify the number on healthcare because that was a new program that Gavin Newsom bragged about adding. And then also he lied about it. He said that he was restricting it in response to the outcry. But in this year's budget, the spending has gone up from just over $9 billion to over $12 billion just on the healthcare part. And you look at the way I'm across the state the whole time. Schools are being completely overwhelmed. Students there who don't speak English, disrupting education for everyone else. Our housing crisis. You've got so many people here, overcrowding. They won't build homes because of their ridiculous environmental regulations. And they won't admit the problem because their ideology gets in the way. We need practical, common sense policies in California, just as President Trump has shown the effectiveness of that at the national level. And here in California, we can have that too. We just need to vote for change next year.
You know, the interesting part to me is I actually think he was on the right track talking to people like Bannon and Charlie Kirk.
Exactly.
And having a conversation about disagreements. And, when he spoke to me. That Gavin seems to be gone, and it's like invasion of the body snatchers. I guess he wants to be president. He was not gaining traction among the radical base in his party. So now he's going to be the most anti-Trump, the most vitriolic. Maybe it helps him politically get the nomination. I don't think that's going to resonate. I don't think America wants to be California at the end of the day. Last word.
But it's also hurting the country, Sean. Because as well as all this trolling, there's really dangerous rhetoric coming out of Gavin Newsom. Just days ago, he put out a video saying we need to, quote, punch our opponents in the mouth. That is reckless and irresponsible. He's got to stop pandering and do his job.
Well, we'll see what happens. We're going to follow your campaign, your race out there, just like the race in New Jersey, the race in Virginia. Hard races to win for Republicans, but you know what? Maybe there's a tipping point here where they've had enough of the rhetoric, enough of the insane policies.
Exactly.
Steve Hilton, thank you, sir. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.